This is Dabu7. Some updated information here in regards to all the banks, as we see small banks now seeing bank runs as people are going to the banks, going to the ATMs, and they're pulling as much cash out as they can get. They're hitting their daily limits at the ATMs, and if they can get inside the branches, they're going in and trying to drain out pretty much anything and everything that they can. As this contagion type of fear spreads, a lot of the people taking the money out of the small banks, in turn, taking it to the big banks. Citigroup, Chase, they're seeing huge amounts of deposits flowing in. What this is going to do is crush the small banks, put all the power consolidated into the hands of the bigger banks, and leave all the people out there basically held hostage by these bigger banks with all the control. Now, during this whole thing, people have been freaking out, wondering what to do. But one thing's for sure, they have been buying gold and silver in record amounts. They absolutely sold out the other night over here on APMEX, and as you can see here, for the March 13th date, they have set a record. The sales coming in at 6,607 ounces of gold, a new record over here where Michael tracks it. So the last time that it was set was on March 8th of 2022. And that is the day the London Metals Exchange suspended nickel trading because prices were skyrocketing. Well, this is what's happening for those that are not seeing it. Gold and silver, both spiking to record amounts being sold. Just so you know, the fractional gold and silver going the quickest. Because if you can't hold it in your hand, well, you have nothing. Especially if it's a digital nothing like a CBDC, which is where they're trying to take this. And this whole thing just exposed crypto. It just exposed all of it, 100%. And you can get all butthurt if you like crypto all you want, but you can't deny the fact that all your money from crypto is stored where? In the banks. Some swift move there with crypto, huh? Don't think so. Not when it all gets locked up and taken from the banks. What good is crypto if it all goes through the banks? Again, this all resorts back to gold and silver. If you can't hold it in your hand for barter, it's going to be worth nothing, obviously. So this is the latest here as people are draining small banks, gold and silver spiking to all-time highs in terms of people buying. In this exposing crypto's flaws, that it's no different than anything else, because if they take the banks hostage, well, so too is your crypto, because that's where all the money sits for it. It's been Dabu7. Join me on the live streams Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and don't fall into the CBDC trap.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, and rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing and salutation. Hopefully, they out there pushing this word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into, okay, boy, there's nothing dumber than the American, man. Okay? You dumb, stupid Americans, man. Alright? How dumb can you be? Okay? And you'll say, well, what I'm talking about? Well, the video we just seen with Dabu, okay? So, when you go to what's happening with the banks, one thing about it is, you know, we get familiar, and that's one thing about being a watchman, you know, is we get experiences being watchmen and, you know, keeping up and following the patterns of Esau Edom. What you notice It's not about what's being done. It's about what it's causing the masses to do. Okay? For example, the whole, demic, the whole C19. It wasn't about, an illness. It was about what he wanted the masses to do, which was the juice. You see? And he was able to do that through what? Fear. Remember, we have to remember what fear does. It paralyzes your rational thinking. And it makes you open to new ideas. When you're afraid, when you're in fear, okay, and you don't have the answers, it opens you up to new ideas and new suggestions. Okay? So we always see the fear, okay? Then we see the behavior, all right? And then we start to see what? His solution, his instructions. Okay? What Esau Edom is doing, he's conditioning the masses to trust his solutions. With the bank issue, okay, you had banks closed, a few banks closed. A few banks, pretty much go belly up, not being able to fund, withdrawals. Okay? All this was planned. Okay? They didn't lose, going back to SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. Because the whole thing started from them so-called losing, close to $2 billion and caused their shares in the stock, to go down, and people panicked and began to withdraw. All that was set up, okay, to get the reaction that they wanted. And that was for people to go do a bank run, the bank not being in there, and now people lost faith in the small banks. People have lost faith in the small banks. So what do? They start now, they're withdrawing their money from small banks and putting them into bigger banks. How dumb can you be? How super stupid can you be? Okay? Boy, hey, the elites have did a terrific job at dumbing down the masses, man, especially here in America, man. There's nothing dumber than America, man. Here it is. You went and got your money out, so you had your money. Cause see what happened, they said they made up some type of, insurance. Okay, deposit insurance. He just pulled something out of there. Like, we got deposit insurance, so now everybody got access to their money. So today, everyone has access to their money. Okay? So what do? They go pull the money out after they didn't have access to it, and they're going to put it right back into another bank. You see how dumb people are, man? And this is why the masses are prepped for the New World Order. And another thing, he make you not trust the private sector, but then trust the feds. Okay? He created that problem, then he came and saved the day. Now you're trusting him. Now you're gonna be prone to trust his solutions, man. Okay? Oh boy. When I heard, cause you go get your money out, you go get it, okay? It makes sense. The bank fails, you ain't trust the bank, you go get your money. But to put it back into they take it from the smaller bank and put it into a bigger bank, man. Super stupid. The least, all they're doing is herding up the sheeple, man. Okay? They're getting everything more centralized. They finna get rid of all these, mom and pops and smaller corporations, and everything is gonna go through these major centralized, all right, entities, man. The banks, the retail, food. You had Gates buying up all the farmland. Okay, they're consolidating and breaking things down, okay, for the NWO infrastructure, man. You see? And people, the masses are prepped with, it's like, man, you know? And like I say, this is, you know, the value. Now we're seeing the value of this wisdom and understanding, man. Okay? Because our trust is not in the dollar. We don't give a damn. See, we ain't got no stakes in this. So we can just sit back and watch these people bounce all over the place in fear and panic. You see? Oh boy. The Lord that we fear, Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay? Which is causing us to look forward to the downfall of this place, because that's what the Lord wants to bring. The Lord is tired of wickedness, all right, in the earth. And what we're seeing is the beginning stages of great judgment. Okay? And we know the only reason, you know, we're going to be good is because of Yahweh Shem Shah. Our fear is not being right with him in these times, man. Okay? And that's why we fight, all right, for righteousness, man. We fight to stay in the spirit. We fight to be disciplined. Okay? Because our fear is not being, you know, within his mercy during this time of judgment. Okay? Their fear, you know, is this society, is them losing, you know, money and all that. And see, we don't have them worries, man. We don't care. You see? And that's the beautiful thing about this truth, man. This is why this is called the comfort, and we see why. We're comforted, man. Okay? As people are in fear of losing everything, we're comforted, man. Okay? And you can't say it enough. There's nothing dumber than an American, man. Okay? The least did a hell of a job on you niggas, man. You know, the Wali, how about Shema Shah for bringing us out of that, man. You know? But good grief, man. You know, at least the reaction is the reaction they want, man. This is exactly what they want, man. Okay? The elites are going to have the masses begging for normalcy, man. Okay? We're finna see these things, man. It's just a matter of time, you know? And whether they just keep going and, you know, go all the way through, or they just put their fear out there. Because one thing about it, people are traumatized now. You see, you can't undo the trauma. Like, they'll do these things and kind of see, you know, they'll do a trial run, then they'll pull back. But the trauma is already there. Now people are traumatized with, okay, damn, the banks can fail. You know, now people are studying how the banks work, and this is what they want. They at least want people to say, look, this system ain't right, because they already got a new one that they want to bring in. Their new system is going to fix all this. Okay, that's how he's going to present the NWO. That's how he's going to present the CHIP as a fix-all solution. Okay, they want people to study fractional reserve banking and see, well, damn, this ain't right. Okay, there's nowhere near enough, okay, money to cover, you know, all the depositors of these banks, man. Okay, so they want people to be enraged. And the government is going to come in, okay? The elites are going to, you know, prop these governments up to come in as a hero, okay? As a fix-all. And it's going to be through that device, man. Okay? Well, yeah, you know, that's pretty much the point, man. When I seen that video, I said, good grief, man. You know, it don't get no dumber. Okay? America has become the real life Dumb and Dumber episode, man. Okay? The majority of Americans are one of those characters from Dumb and Dumber, man. Okay? You got some less dumb than others, man. Okay? Boy. Shalom.